CBS Network does it with the program Undercover Boss. The show has various corporate CEOs pose as job seekers and get training from their own employees.
Tonight we try something similar with our own boss. What would happen if the head of a TV station were to try his hand in the control room or the weather center? We conduct a little experiment in our special report, Not So Undercover Boss. He oversees a business with nearly 100 employees that reaches out to hundreds of thousands of people in 4 states. Danny Thomas, General Manager, KOAM TV.
What we have here is just one of the morning show updates.
Today, Danny will try his hand at something new.
So anytime A is rolling, C is rolling at the same time.
He's getting a lesson from Technical Director Raymond Vale, the guy who runs the control room during newscasts.
You call all your students, sir?
Sometimes.
Ray is trying to teach Danny to direct a simple 3-minute taped news brief. It means Danny will have to follow the anchor script while punching the buttons to get the correct cameras, video, and graphics on air.
And
Where's mud?
Right.
B.
After training and practice, you think it's going to go well?
I think it will go well.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Take for it. And cue Tanya.
We're not going to have an open?
Oh, I had 2 up?
The second try.
Okay. This will be take 2. 3, 2, 1. Roll for it. Stand by.
Goes more smoothly.
Cue Tanya.
Good morning. I'm Tanya Bach with your KOAM News Update.
Stand by, camera 2, desk shot. I was having trouble looking at any monitor. I was trying to follow the script and punch the buttons. And I will acknowledge, man, there's a lot of pressure. And we're out.
And Danny gets all the way through.
I couldn't watch the monitor. How did it look?
Well, other than my name is now Hildebrand, I think. Other than that, I think you did a great job.
If you've been in this business a while, like you have, you've been involved in a few train wrecks on the air, and this wasn't one of them.
So Danny's gotten a little taste of some of the electronic magic that goes on here in the control room, but of course that's not the whole story. A lot of what happens behind the scenes happens right out there.
All the computers you can...
Time for a quick lesson from the chief meteorologist.
Button 2 and 4 are the hand tracker.
Doug Hetty is prepared to forecast and the graphics. Danny's job will be to present them on camera.
Past 24 hours
And that's tricky enough. The weather map never actually appears in the studio. Forecaster stands in front of a green screen. The graphics are added electronically. They're visible only through a TV monitor. Danny gets his practice time, but it's a lot to remember.
Through with the snow levels.
And no one ever said he couldn't tape a cheat sheet under the camera.
My little secret, Doug doesn't use it. Danny does.
When Danny gives his forecast, he'll have to keep his eye on one other thing, this little countdown clock. He'll have 3 minutes and 15 seconds. When he gets to 0, he'll be out of time. He's almost ready, but first he needs one more lesson.
the manly way of putting on makeup. Broad strokes.
What about this?
Perfect. Back to the studio now. Stand by and go.
And good evening, I'm Danny Thomas. I have no seals of approval. Candidly, I think you're about to find out no one's going to approve of this forecast. Let's take a look and see what happened over this last winter storm.
Pretty good ad-libber.
Taking a look right now outside. I was in the wrong place a lot of the time. I would be talking about a temperature that was behind me. The clock, obviously, all of a sudden I'm getting these cues. I'm 15 seconds away and like 10 elements away from the end. I wish we had time for the forecast. It goes 3 days look like this, and the 7-day looks like that. I needed more time. Then I guess I'm reminded that anyone who's very good at anything makes it look very easy. As you could tell, it's not very easy because I didn't make it look very easy.
Possible future for him here?
Yeah.
You'd be out of a job.
No, I don't think he can do it then. I mean, if I can be GM.
Special thanks to Brett Falsetto for his editing and shooting on that. Now, we have Danny doing your job tonight, and we have you out here to comment on that. And I want you to set aside for a moment the fact that he is your boss, and he is our boss. He signs the paycheck. He's undoubtedly watching right now, perhaps recording whatever you're about to say. Give us your honest opinion. How did he do?
I I think he did actually pretty good. It is a lot harder than what everybody thinks it is to get up there. One, you're not using script. You're ad-libbing the whole time. Now, Danny, he can ad-lib. He's pretty good at that. And he only practiced about 15 or 20 minutes. And, you know, after quite a few years, you get pretty used to it. Now, is he going to be doing the evening news? Only if I'm GM.
And Danny, it's okay because Doug doesn't pay attention to that little clock in the corner either. We're getting a wrap right now.
We need to pay attention. And you can decide how Danny did for yourself. You can see his complete weather forecast at KOAMTV.com. That's also where you'll find our 6 o'clock report on Missouri Southern President Dr. Bruce Speck working in the student cafeteria. Both
good sports. Now, while you're there, we invite you to participate in today's KOAM interactive question. We've been asking, could your boss do your job? So far, 39% of you say yes, but 61% say no. To add your anonymous vote, you can go to KOAMTV.com.